The courage shown by this World War II soldier from South Knoxville as a prisoner of war 80 years later is earning him the military's highest and rarest award, the Medal of Honor. The late Master Sergeant Roddie Edmonds never told the story of how he stood up to a Nazi officer holding a gun to his head and ordering the then 25-year-old to have all the Jewish soldiers fall out separately. Witnesses say that's when this devout Christian defied the order and said, "We are all Jews here." The Nazi backed down and spared the lives of almost 200 Jewish Americans. News about the Medal of Honor came in a recent phone call to the Edmonds family from President Donald Trump.
But I have some very big news for you, because your father, Master Sergeant Roddie Edmonds, will be, as you know, posthumously receiving the Medal of Honor for his incredible bravery.
Was the call one of the greatest 2 minutes and 30 seconds of your life?
Well, yeah, it ranks right up there. My prayer is that it will never sink in, that we will always be awed, not only by the citizen soldiers who serve us quietly in the shadows and protect us, but be awed by those few who step up and step out and go beyond the call of duty just because it's the right thing to do.
He was all man, right? He was a real guy, right?
He was the real deal. I always struggled with Dad not telling me anything, because I asked him, as I got older, and he just said, "I don't want to talk about it," and he didn't.
He took this story to his grave.
Yes, he did. Dad was a very humble guy when it came to bragging on him or anybody, really. He loved to brag on God.
But I'll see you at the White House.
Excellent.
And we'll have a good day honoring your father, okay?
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
What do you think he would think of all this?
I think, again, in his humble spirit, he wouldn't think he deserved anything. When I'd press him, he would say, "Son, the only heroes that are over there, they're buried over there." He said, "Those are the heroes, the ones who gave their... The only reason I'm here is because men died for me."
Master Sergeant Roddie Edmonds went on to fight in the war in Korea. He died in 1985, just days shy of his 66th birthday. It was his son's curiosity that really brought this story to light. We broke the news about the Medal of Honor this morning. Word spread fast, as you can imagine, among the veteran community and beyond. 10 News reporter Alana Mutnick joins us with more on how people are receiving this news. Alana?
Yeah, John, just incredible news, not only for Knoxville, but just the entire country. And today I spoke with some people in East Tennessee that were just so moved by the news. Even though Master Sergeant Edmonds didn't share his story himself, one religious leader uses it in his teachings every day.
I've used it several times. Several times I've used this story.
The story of Master Sergeant Roddie Edmonds, a war hero who took his story with him to the grave.
To have someone who did this in a way where it saved lives. And you know what? What's amazing is he never made a big deal out of it.
Rabbi Yossi Wilhelm leads the Chabad in Knoxville. He tells generational stories. This one he happened to hear from the son himself.
I don't remember when's the first time I met him, but we were actually on a panel together.
Pastor Chris Edmonds shares his teachings with Jewish students, leading by example, just like his father.
Because the Lord's opened those opportunities. I've always loved my Jewish brothers and sisters.
Joe Thompson has traveled the country with some of these Medal of Honor recipients. He says this heroic act coming straight out of East Tennessee represents the true volunteer spirit.
It's an extraordinary act of sacrifice, but also selflessness. And I think the story kind of embodies a lot of what the Medal of Honor is about.
East Tennesseans and Knoxvillians have always responded to the call of their country. And have come out in force, and that's very evident in our history books.
History books full of lessons, just like the one Rabbi Wilhelm will continue to teach.
For someone to have that clarity of mind in the face of life and death, it's truly amazing.
Yad Vashem recognized Master Sergeant Roddie Edmonds as righteous among the nations in 2015. Yad Vashem is the world's largest Holocaust Remembrance Center located in Jerusalem. John Robin.
Alana Mutnick, with that perspective, you can find more stories like this one on your screen right now by scanning that QR code. It will take you directly to our Service and Sacrifice page, and we'll let you know when that White House ceremony is coming up.